Holy cow! What do you want to say? Can you see yourself?
Hi.
Hi. Oh, we're getting video bombers. Chickens and ducks.
What?
Being loud. Because they want food.
I'm gonna get your legs and pets. I'm gonna get your pets. Look, I want to get your legs.
Thank you so
I
much.
want to get your legs.
I don't care if you get my legs. That's okay.
I got the pets all dirty.
Yes, you did. Thank you. Did the dirt go down in my boots? What do you think?
I put it
No. I
Why?
don't want dirt in my boots.
Why?
Asher, can I ask you some questions about Gavin?
Yes.
Where is Gavin? Where is Gavin right now?
In your tummy. I'm coming out soon.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with him when he comes out? What are
Hold him.
You gonna hold him? Oh yeah. Mommy's gonna talk to the camera for a minute. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. In all of these videos I've done, I've always kind of talked a little bit about the fact that I'm pregnant, but I haven't actually done a video that's just kind of about pregnancy and how it's affected me and changed activity levels and limitations and the goods, the bads, the uglies. So let's talk pregnancy. Testing my voice on the volume. I've been holding the camera too low and it's not flattering. I'm trying to work it up and I can tell it makes a difference. I look like a different person. I like it. I will be preaching to the choir for anyone who has ever been pregnant before. Morning sickness. Thankfully for me, not the entire length of either of my pregnancies, but the first 3 months, just feeling like crap all the time. And this time around, the second pregnancy, crippling fatigue. I just felt like I could never sleep enough and I would want to just lie down and do nothing all the time, which was impossible, but that's how I felt. And it was really difficult to be motivated and get almost anything done. Thankfully, exercise was one of the few times where I felt pretty good. And that's actually, I've been reading about that a little bit. And if you do experience morning sickness, it's worth to try to move a little bit because it seems to make women feel better when they're dealing with morning sickness. It's just getting yourself going. That's hard, but it's worth a try. There are definitely a lot of fears involved too. I feel like no matter how many pregnancies you've had or how many kids you've had, there's definitely going to be something. There are parts of me that forget childbirth, and there's a very distinct part of me that remembers and is pretty darn nervous to go through that again. I went completely natural last time. I just feel like it's the best thing for me and the healthiest thing for my kids, but hopefully it'll be fast. I can cross my fingers for fast. That would be good. Healthfully quick, safely quick. That's what I want. What I remember from last time that I am anxious about is the fatigue, the tiredness. Just that bone-weary exhaustion that kind of changes who you are. I just didn't feel like myself the first 3 months. And I know it's something that everyone goes through and that it's normal because you just kind of go into den mode to do what you got to do to feed and clothe and take care of this little thing. But I just remember going through periods where I just didn't feel like me at all. And that kind of the happy, cheery personality and any bubbliness that I had was just not there, and it was replaced by very dark, saggy marks under here. So I'm anxious about that, because being super tired is going to make it harder to be a good mom, hard to play the mom role. It's hard to be mom today because I didn't, got 2 hours of sleep. So, I am nervous about that. Another thing that is challenging is I have to think a lot harder when I am moving, when I'm exercising, or when I'm teaching about my anatomy, my alignment, being safe for me, but also it gives me great perspective for people who exercise in my class or just are around me moving their bodies, and what it's like to have some very specific limitations. Like if you have a larger belly or if you have really stiff joints or really tight muscles, or joint instability, which I have all of those things right now. So it's a good challenge for me from a professional standpoint because I have to think a lot about safety modifications, and I have to constantly be checking myself, and it makes me do a better job of checking with other people and just thinking outside the box. It's so easy to get caught up with well, if I can do this, anyone should be able to do it, but everybody's incredibly different and everybody has a lot of different issues, and as a good instructor, you gotta pay attention to those things and figure out ways to change what you're doing or give choices for what you're doing. So that is a good practice for me. And I kind of remember this the first time too, just being like, wow, this is what it's like to have a pretty significant limitation. Doesn't mean you can't do it, but boy, you gotta change how you do it. If you out there are watching this and you know you have some pretty specific limitations, don't let it keep you from taking the step or reaching out to somebody. Maybe you need someone who can guide you through it, but it can be done. Just if you have to do it differently, hey, we're all different, so that's a good thing, not a problem. Also dancing, teaching the dance classes, dancing on my own, it's getting less and less. It's interesting, like week to week, it's like, she can move, she can wiggle, she can shake, and then, no, not so much, maybe a little bit, kind of faking it here and there, and no, there will be no shaking, there will be no wiggling, taking it at the lowest possible level, and soon probably need to stop for a little bit. Some people are able to do more of that stuff right up till the end, but that is not me, and that's hard because I like to move, so mostly just walking, elliptical work, stretching, that's pretty much it. I look forward to being able to challenge myself again. I miss it. My scientific mind and my brain that likes anatomy and physiology is totally fascinated by what is going on inside. From just like a pure physiological standpoint, it is kind of amazing what the body goes through and what it's meant to go through. It's almost shocking, really, to see how much change can happen. After my first pregnancy, it was a slow process, but I was able to get in better shape than I've ever been in. Maybe the best shape of my life, and it just took patience and persistency and training, but it's totally doable. It's just an amazing thing that your body can go through that. I feel like the baby is the prize for all of the hard work. Here you go, like here's this amazing little bundle and this little life, and I feel like I almost have a better it's more established in my brain how incredible that is now that I know how amazing it is to be a parent and how much in love I am with Asher and helping him become this more matured, balanced little being, and it's so incredible. So I get to do that again. That's very good, and that's very, very exciting. This isn't really a good or a bad, but something that is always on my mind is integrating another kid into my life. I've had one child, and now I'm trying to figure out how it's going to work with two. I know that these are kind of precious days with Asher, that it's just him and us for just a short time still. And I know on the other side of that is becoming a sibling and having a brother and just all of the amazingness that goes along with that. And I know I want them to, be best buddies, hopefully for their entire lives. But I want Asher to know how important he is and that he's not secondary to the baby. And I could see that being really, really challenging. So if anyone has advice out there who has been through the second child, suggestions, things that I could try to help, I would love to hear about them. So yeah, that's my little pregnancy review. So thank you guys for watching. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, Better Life with Becca. Trying to be a little bit better every day. I would love to hear from you if you're pregnant or we're just pregnant or just getting pregnant. Sharing any stories. I just feel like it's we're in a kind of special community here. If you have anything related to, how you stayed fit during pregnancy, what worked for you, things you had to give up and sacrifice, because there's a lot of sacrifice involved. I'd love to hear anything. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Shoot me a like and have a wonderful day. Thank you. Love you all. Mwah. Take care.